welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to CR Disc Golf. If you watched the In the Bag video that I did, you know that I am on the hunt for something that sits between this cloud breaker and this Hades instability. In my In the Bag, I actually had this Zeus in the bag, but even since then I put the drive back in. Today we're just out in the field. We're gonna see. I got a bunch of discs to try, a bunch of discs that I haven't test flown yet. We're just gonna kind of see what might make the bag, what might not. So bear with me, hold on, let's see what we got. We're gonna start with these guys, since they're the ones that are currently in my bag. And so we're gonna start with what is should be the most understable in this Hades. Growing today, and so things are a little bit more stable coming out of the hand. Moving on to the cloud breaker, this is gonna have to have a little bit of flex out of the hand. The Hades, I can hide it flipped there, as you can tell. That was flat, not flex. Whoops. That was flat, not flex at all. That was an operator error. And then we're gonna go to the drive. I like the hand feel of the drive. It doesn't feel quite as big. It's 12 feet. It's 11 feet, but I like the drive because I can throw it flat and it just has some finish. It doesn't dump like that cloud breaker does. So let's see here. We're gonna test out a couple of options. We're gonna start in 11 speeds. So I have an S-Line DD1 and an S-Line CD3. The DD1 just replaced the CD3. Same disc. This guy. It's been a while. Oh, that came out of it. That was... We've had like 8 inches of snow on the ground for a week. I haven't thrown in a while. Okay, let's try the DD1 here. I don't love this DD1, but I love the DD1 feeling. Yeah, see, I threw the DD1 flat, got a little bit of turn out of it, and then it was finishing. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. That would fly super similar to like what my Hades does in a headwind. Speaking of Hades, let's go to some Hades. I have 3 of them here. This one is in the 167, 169. I know this is a lightweight Hades. 160, 163, and then this is a I don't know Hades. So I'm gonna start with the 2 I've had for the longest time. So this Hades is kind of puddle topped, and I don't love that. I love the dominess of my other Hades, so I haven't thrown this one for a while. There's a lot of hyzer like my other one. Okay, that was. Ooh, this is rough today. Let's go lightweight hoodies. Real turn still. I really expected some turn out of that one. And then this is a new to me used Hades that I just picked up the other day. Ooh, that's got some turn to it. I didn't even throw that one as hard as the other ones, and it had some natural turn to it. I kind of like that. I'm gonna throw some of my oddball ones here first before we get into the biggest collection of discs that I have here. So we're gonna throw a thrasher. This is a ESP thrasher. We're gonna throw the captain's thrasher, and then we're gonna throw the force. I know people are thinking that the force is super overstable. This is a really used force that I've had for a long time. But we're gonna start with the thrasher. I bagged this thrasher for the longest time. I like it. Called it an Edwin thrasher. Used to bag 2 lightweight thrashers. Okay, we're gonna go captain's thrasher this time. That might be the disc I have to start bagging again. I forgot how much I like that. And then we're gonna go force. I don't love the appeal of the force, but I think I'm gonna give this guy a run. I even threw that with a little bit of flex, just kind of bit really hard. Now, we're going to move into what I have the most of, because they're the ones that I have felt like have served me the best over time. I have DD3, and I have the Zeus. Let's see how they fly. I have a variety of stability, so we're going to start with the Zeus. I've bagged all of these Zeuses at one point. But this is one of my favorite runs of Zeus that I bagged. It's a little bit lighter. See if it's still there. Just a misprint ESP Zeus. Finally. Little nose up. Fought out of it. This Zeus flies very similar to what my cloud breaker already flies, and so I have a hard time putting this one in the bag too, but let's see. Not bad. Might actually fly better than my quad breaker does. And then lastly, big Z Zeus. If you know anything about me, you know the fact that I hate Z plastic when it's cold outside. Or in big Z plastic for that matter. Oh, I pulled that one. Yeah, that one. That's not it. But now, DD3 / Cloud Breaker / Nordic Phenom 3, like, there's a variety of them here. Whoops. We're gonna start with this. This is an old S-Line DD3. I never knew one. Pretty much brand new cloud breaker. Low on Anheuser. Still pretty nice. Pretty much brand new Nordic Phenom 3. Okay, that one jumped out of my hand. Super chewed up, beat-in cloud breaker. The Rising cloud breaker. Same plastic as that Nordic Phenom was. Alright, not bad, not bad. And then the one I've been waiting for is really pretty S-line DD3. This is a new S-line DD3. This is, instead of the old Innova made one, this is just a... Alright, well, that bombed. I don't really know what else to say. Brought out a few onyxes that I haven't thrown in. I'm gonna test out. So I have a Jawbreaker onyx and then 2 ESP onyxes. And then I'm working on finding a backup to this guy. So I'm gonna throw this one first. Opportunity here. So this is one of my go-to discs. This is my go-to onyx. I throw this thing all over the place. I've been looking for a backup for it for a while. It does not fly like an onyx anymore. I'm gonna find like an onyx and just throw in. Put it still got some nice flip to her. That's hard to beat. Jawbreaker. Super flippy. Oops. Oops. The one I'm most excited about is this guy. Okay. Still got some stability left. Last thing I'm going to do is throw some FDs just to kind of get a feel for where their stability's at still. So that one's not as stable as I remember it being. Nice FD. Finished. Looks like I'm going to continue to bomb these two guys. So remember, this is my stable FD. This is my like neutral FD. Stable FD. Still goes a mile. Neutral FD. So that's pretty much it. I have a couple other discs in here that I'm gonna maybe work with today, but as of right now, I'm just trying to fill that slot that's between it. I think I have a couple of options. And so these are the 3 that we were kind of working with here. These are the 2 staples in my bag. This is the one that's on the chopping block all the time. I just can't find it. I've narrowed it down to 5 discs. So I have DD3, Captain Slasher, Hades, and a DD1. So those are the 5 that we've narrowed it down to. And so here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna throw the drive, and then we're gonna throw the other ones, and just have sheer gut, distance, all of it. So we're gonna throw the drive, then we're gonna throw the other 5 real fast. I gotta dry them off because, you know, snow, flipping ridiculous. Oh man. But yeah, these are the 5 out of all of them. I got some good backups for like my other DD3 that I bag, and so like I don't feel bad about not throwing all of those right this second. Oh, there's the wind. I'll try to fix the wind sound in editing, but we'll see. So, all right, starting with the drive. That was terrible. That shouldn't be hard to beat. Let's go with my least favorite hand feel. Slightly more overstable than I think I want, and that's up. Closer to that. Let's go with the Captain's Thrasher. Like this disc, I bagged it for a while though after it first came out, but I just never felt in love with it. See, that's flat. I don't actually probably stood right in front of amateur hour over here, stood in front of the camera, couldn't even see the flight, could you? I'm gonna go with the Hades on this one. This is the contender right now. This is the contender. Good amount of hydrate at the top. That might be it. That might be it. Alright. I want to go Nordic Phenom 3. I think this is also closer to my DD3 that I bagged already. We're gonna find out. I'll put this on some E. If it doesn't come out, nah, it came out too easy. Alright, yeah, too much like my current DD3. Beautiful disc, great backup. Might bag it at some point just for fun. We're gonna go with the S-Line DD3. That's twice where I've thrown that disc and it like flips to flat. I'm not the world's greatest throw. Okay, so this is my Hades. I'm nice and warm now, so you should get to see the work of this Hades. The Hades just turns. I don't know if you could see that. I tried to get out of the way. I'll try to zoom in on it, but the Hades just turns, whereas the Cloud Breaker flies about like this. Just like that Nordic Phenom 3. They're almost identical. That Nordic... I know you're going to the hospital. I'm sorry. That was rude. Cut! That Nordic Phenom 3, I can get stock, and it's not a beat-in S-Line DD3. While we're here and while we have the time, we're going to test a couple other things real fast. So as you guys remember, I am a big zone thrower. Lots of zones. I found this used zone that I'm hoping to replace this guy. I also add to it, I got the range. I don't know, I haven't thrown the range much. And then I also bag the Razor Claw 2. Like, this is just my overstable. It's more overstable than a zone. Gives me some ground play. I'm gonna start with the range because I'm kind of trying to replace some beat-in-ness. All the way to the ground. But range stinks. Just kidding, I do. Okay, jawbreaker zone. This guy is not a zone. That's kind of hard to beat. The one that I think is going to replace it. Oh no, it's got stability. Okay, that one's got stability. And then the two zones that I have been bagging. Crystal Flex one is just straight. Oh, that red Crystal Flex. This is also Crystal Flex. So is the other one. The first one, the red one's straight. That's why I bagged the red one. Problem. Gonna have to solve that one here in a second. So, I was sitting here editing the video during recess. Wow, a lot of my students are out of recess. Realized I didn't have a, what's the word? I was gonna say conclusion, but I was just working on writing with one of them, but I didn't have a wrap up to my video. The one that I had, the sound was missing, and so I figured I'd jump on here real fast and let you guys know what happened. So you knew I was trying to find the slot between my overstable Cloudbreaker DD3 and my Hades. That's relatively flippy, but not uncontrollably flippy. I had the Zeus in there during my In the Bag video, if you watched that. And about the day later, after I posted it and after I filmed it, I put the drive in my bag instead. And so I had the drive in there for a while. And then I went to the field, filmed this, and I fell on another DD3. This is a beat-in S-Line DD3. It has a little bit of turn to it. Great flying disc. I'm excited to have this in the bag for a little bit and kind of see how it goes and go from there. Who knows, it might replace my overstable one because it has some stability left, but for now, we're going to roll with this. My Cloudbreaker, this DD3, and the Hades in my distance driver lineup. And that, just thought I would let you guys know how that wrapped up instead of ending the video like that. But until next time, let's keep learning, one throw at a time.